I started back in 2011 when my son was 12 years old. So before that, I was a stay-at-home mom for 12 years. So when he turned 12, I felt like I need to do something to contribute to the society. But that was a difficult decision. I was thinking the easiest way, of course, to go back to dental hygiene because I was a dental hygienist, or do something else that would be more challenging because I would not be familiar. But I have a lot of support in my family, and I was lucky I have a mentor that told me maybe I should consider real estate. Also, I realized in Wichita, we don't have a lot of Asian real estate agent. Even my own was a Vietnamese agent, and I felt that there's a lot of immigrant come to this country that needs help for translation, because at one time I was also a translator. So I felt there's a need. I work with a lot of Chinese community because I'm Chinese, and there isn't that many in town. And that's why I felt from the beginning there's a market for it. I can help them to translate, understand their culture, and help them find a good house and really work for them to find them a good deal. And of course, we always talk about resale value. Make sure that they bought a decent, and later on, when they want to sell, they can get a good return out of it. So I also learned during this process from my Asians, I know what not to sell, what to sell, because there's certain stuff they just that won't buy. If the front door faces a stair going down directly, they don't like that. They felt like the fortune is coming in and it went down to the drain. And then depends on if they're Chinese or Vietnamese. Chinese people like the north and south facing of the front door. And the Vietnamese likes the east and the west. So they're different. So I learned a lot from different culture, different people. So I joined RE/MAX. I have a good broker. He's very nice, very kind. He taught me a lot of stuff, and it's a well-branded company. It was not as easy as I thought, because before I just thought, just let's get a license and I can, start make money and help other people. And it wasn't like that. It was very tough because there's a lot of stuff the books doesn't teach you. My very first referral was actually from my coworker, even though it was a very small case, but it really gave me the chance to do hands-on and really learn how to do all that paperwork, how to negotiate and get the job done. So in the beginning, it's very hard because buying a house or selling a house is a big commitment, So when you first start, people don't have that trust built. Well, my business really has two parts. I have a real estate business and I have a property management business. So for the real estate, I do residential and I do commercial. Right now, I'm very busy with my residential, but it's not just dress pretty, show houses, and you get to get the deal done. There's a lot of hard work. It's definitely a self-motivated job. You have to work hard. You need to get to know the home inspectors, the landing department. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff involved other than just show houses and make a deal. So when I first started, I used to do open houses, go to conferences, and just look at other agents, why they're successful. There's just a lot of learning process. So I decided to challenge myself, look into a commercial agency, and I realized it's totally different. The terminology is different, but since I'm very focused on residential right now, I do keep my commercial on the side. If somebody needs help, I can still do the commercial part, but mostly I focus on my residential. And my other part of business is property management. So I feel like property management, it's instead of real estate working on one leg, property management helps me develop the other leg so I can walk evenly, because the real estate market is very seasonal. It's up and down. It goes up and goes and down. It's hard to control. So when the market is good, of course, everybody's in real estate, buy and sell. they don't have time to do property management. But when the market's not good, a lot of people cannot afford to buy, then they have to rent. And that's where I felt like property management could be my other balance in case the market gets shaky. Everything has changed since COVID. It was one of my good years. People will buy online. I would show houses with FaceTime because they couldn't travel, but I was able to sell houses and work at home and get the job done. Yeah, it did not stop me at all. I was very lucky and blessed. Well, it definitely helped me communicate with people. It really built up that status because when you're working with people, you're working with different kinds of people. So everybody doesn't think alike. And when you try to sell a house, especially to a group of family, everybody has their opinion. Sometimes you have to, really get to know everyone and know what they want and make sure everybody's happy and it's a win-win situation. Actually, I felt every case is unique, not one alike. Every case, even though this is my 13th year, every case is a challenge because you're working with different people, different houses, not one alike. So every case is challenging to me. Any time is a good time to come in. There's no such time as you come in too late. When I first started 13 years ago, I was new. And there's a lot of agents that were experienced. But I felt like anytime you come in, the market's different, the time is different. If you work hard, have a good support team, you're gonna make it. And I teach the new people, you need to come in, work hard, and work smart. Not just work smart and don't work hard. The working hard is key number one. But never too late to come in. Anytime is a good entry. I think real estate is a self-taught and self-networking business. You really have to develop it. But if you work hard, you being honest and loyal to your people, your clients, and same thing in return, you get it back. Once you build that trust, they will send you their friends, their family, their coworker, anybody they know, and that really helps your networking and makes it like a snowball. It's getting bigger and bigger. So no matter how the market is, you're going to be above the water because you have a good clientele that supports you.